Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Rose of Venus Tarot. It's Lacey. Thank you so much for clicking on to my video. If you're new here, welcome. I hope you get real comfortable. If you're returning, hey, welcome back. It's real nice to see you again. And thank you to all of those who like, comment, and subscribe. It's really been helping your girl grow mentally, emotionally, metaphysically. I really appreciate your comments and your confirmation on some of the videos when it does resonate. I also appreciate all your love and positive feedback here on this channel. It definitely goes appreciated. Well, let's get into it. This is going to be a general collective energy reading. So, not every reading is going to resonate with everyone, and that is okay. Please take what does resonate and leave the rest behind. Let's call on a divine. Divine, please guide me and protect me as I dive into this collective energy. Please give me clear and concise and precise messages. Let me know what's going on in this collective energy. What do we need to know of? What do we need to be aware of here? I feel like you guys don't look hurt anymore. It could have been a time in the past where all your emotions were showing, all of your feelings were spilling out. You could have been an energy of, okay, they hurt me, so I'm going to hurt them back. I'm going to hit them just as hard. I'm going to pull them down too. You could have felt really vindicated in your pain and your darkness. Maybe at some point it almost blinded you and you didn't even see it. It's like now that you guys moved on from that, or you guys could be moving on from that now and looking back like, okay, I'm never going to be hurt like that again. I got it all out. I don't feel like you guys have any regrets. A lot of you guys, maybe you walked away and you stood on your crash out, but it's just the fact of you guys no longer coming off as who's in pain. You're not coming off as someone who's bitter or salty at any situation. People feel like you guys have like you moved on, like you look healed and you look perfect. For some reason, there's some people who are like, okay, you're perfect. Like, no, you're perfect. Like, I feel like though there are some things that people could have judged of you as you did as unconventional, maybe they were too worried about that jacket that you always wear to work. Now they're saying you always got up and went to work. You always get things done. You guys, even in pain, it's like you guys moved. You didn't let the pain stop you. The pain could have numbed you in a certain way, and it could have been the blueprint for your new beginning. You let the pain reset you. You let the, darkness bring out a lot of light within you and a lot of light ignited in yourself when you felt like you were surrounded by the darkness here. But a lot of people are saying you guys no longer look consumed. You no longer look focused on your wounds because could have been one pain that was leading to a bunch of different pains to where every small pain felt like it was like something that needed to be handled because you were already in your darkness. You were battling a lot of enemies that you realize now don't even need to be battled. You're like, I don't even need to reply to that comment. I don't need to set this person straight, whatever. Yeah, okay. It's like you guys have found some sort of emotional balance and you guys let go of vindication, or you're still vindicated in a different way. You now are like, okay, I'm vindicated in blocking and deleting them. Okay, I'm vindicated in not dealing with this person anymore. I'm not going to try to sit here and like battle them, like open myself up, prove who I really am to this person, what I really do. You guys do it when it's worth it. You guys, I feel like, have reached a point where you guys are proud to explain who you are and what you do. You're like, oh yeah, that's that energy you're feeling from me. I'm a Pisces, baby. Some of you guys could be Pisces. I'm not a Pisces. I'm a Sagittarius. So you guys are like, yeah, that's me. I'm an Aries. I'm this, I'm that. Or, yeah, I work with children. That's why your kid probably came up to me, or yeah, I'm in nursing, or yeah, I'm a tarot reader. Oh, tell me Give me a reading. That's what people will say to me when I tell them that I do that with jobs I worked at. And here, well, I'm like, oh my goodness, a free reading. I usually give them a reading off of their sign. I'm like, what's your astrology sign? I'm like, why not humor them? But like, after a while, and then just gave them whatever download I thought about them, and they're like, whoa, that's pretty accurate. Well, I feel like a lot of you guys have reached a sense of pride within yourself, a sense of happiness. Maybe even you're reaching a sense of reconnecting with others here. Somebody could be hurt that you guys aren't hurt anymore. Or a lot of people are watching in like amazement. They're like, this is really you. You're really together. You're really moved on. So you're really not going to tolerate him anymore. You're really not going to tolerate that anymore. You're not arguing with your landlord. You're really just going to move out. You're like, okay, you're not paying that extra rent. It's like, okay. And then it's like some of you guys might even feel like you're rebuilding after the quantum leap, because the darkness could have been the portal that led you to another side here. So a lot of you guys, you've already landed on your island. Now you're about to start growing your crops. You're like, yeah, I want to be around none of them. And you're planting your seeds. And rebuilding after your quantum leap. Or some of you guys are packing up and you're about ready to just make that leap. Some of you guys might have been feeling the pain and the exhaustion of it. So we're just saying, try to numb that out and just get it done. Maybe the darkness could have been like, some of you guys, the darkness helped you numb it up. Some of you guys are still fighting pain within your chest and realizing everything is going to be okay. You are going to be able to rebuild. And for a lot of you guys, way happier than before. Your life is going to work out. Your life is going to turn out okay. I'm trying to figure out what cards I want to use for this energy. We got silence coming out here in reverse. Some of you guys could be silent on the situation, or I feel like maybe you guys got tired of keeping your silence. If this is the energy here of you guys no longer being in pain, we got possibilities, free spirited coming out here. I feel like you not keeping your silence on everything led to different possibilities. Somebody could have felt like it would have led to a certain type of embarrassment for you, or a certain type of inner guilt, like all you were leaving behind. Or maybe at some point you guys felt some sort of guilt at what you were leaving behind here, but you guys ultimately spoke your piece. And speaking your piece definitely led to the possibilities and the impossibilities here. Or this could be someone wishing that they did not remain silent on you and the possibilities that they saw coming your way. We got sorrow, loss, and grief coming out here. Yes, someone could be feeling a bit of sorrow. They could be feeling a bit of grief. Time cycles, waiting moments. Somebody is feeling grief that the time period they had to exploit your energy or exploit your darkness is over. They're never going to be able to loop you back in the way it is. I'm feeling like if somebody feels completely out of time, or somebody could have tried to put in a lot of time in distorting you here. We got fantasy coming out here, daydreaming, imagination, fantasize in reverse. I feel like I see this as your fantasy becoming a reality, or someone who feels like they lost their fantasy coming out here. We got influences in reverse. So yeah, I feel like people were not able to influence you any longer with trying to reverse your fantasies. Now it's like you guys don't care about that energy coming in. You're like, it's always going to be some sort of lopsided person. You guys are choosing your battles wisely. You guys don't seem to be like, so focused on a fantasy here. There's some part of you who's reaching into real life now. You're building from there. You guys aren't influenced by these backwards things. We got lusting coming out here. lusting, forbidden, non-committal sexual energy is coming out here. You might have some people who are attracted to you right now, and they're attracted to your energy now that your energy like no longer looks hurt. Maybe you guys are coming off as like sexy and like rebuilt. We got elusive coming out here under lusting and forbidden. Some people might feel like you come off in this sexy energy, but they might feel like it's like almost a false lustful energy here. Like you look warm, but then they get close to you and you're quite elusive. They could have felt like, like deceived, like your smile brought them in, but your coldness pushed them away here with this energy. Or somebody also could have been trying to play in like your sexual energy, because I was getting that too. Someone, because they weren't able to bring you back into pain or bring you back into darkness, maybe felt like hopefully they could bring you back into lust. But I feel like your energy is elusive. You guys sense the deception. You could have pulled away from it, from them. We got thinking, missing you, craving, desiring. Yeah, you guys aren't connecting to them in thought. You guys release all those, those hidden thoughts that you had about them. If this is a person who you used to be in bed with, it's like now that you're no longer thinking about them, it's harder for them to attach a cord to you. They could feel you guys not thinking about them. And somebody has a bit of regret and guilt for you linking them to pain rather than linking them to pleasure here. They want you to remember the pleasure that they gave you, not just the deception, the lies, the dishonesty, the things they said, which is where you guys focus on, and it's what shut out your feelings towards them. If you guys had those sort of lustful feelings towards them, if it feels like they're not there anymore, and this could be a big disaster to their ego here. Surprisingly, they didn't think that maybe they had to commit to you, but they thought that you would feel enough passion for them to want to like at least get a good romp in every now and then, is the energy that's coming through pretty much. And now that you guys don't physically want them, it's like, like they're questioning things. They're questioning like their character. Like, like, okay, people aren't just going to accept anything from me just because of the way I looked. Yeah, we got chasing out here in reverse under pursuit, toxicity, resilience. I feel like you guys aren't chasing them. You guys aren't chasing anybody. You're not chasing understanding. You guys are. I almost want to turn this upright, the fantasy card, because it feels like daydreaming, imagining, and fantasize. Some of you guys aren't chasing anything but your fantasy, or your fantasy coming into reality. Divine, please tell me more. What's going on in this collective energy? We got exhaustion in reverse, drain, long journey under sorrow here. So a lot of you guys are getting your energy back after going through this sorrow, after going through this mental and emotional exhaustion. And you guys might be coming to the realization of like the fact you did feel exhausted. You're like, whoa, no. Like there could have been a part of you that had a sense of pride, like, like, okay, no, they hurt me, I hurt them too. Then you're like, wait, no, they hurt me, and then they got me caught up in a cycle of hurt, and I was willing to hurt them back, and we were gonna hurt, and then it's like, no, what the hell? Like, like you guys could have, you realize that you might have been exhausted. And of course, the first time it's not your fault, but it was on you to get control over where you put your emotions, over allowing yourself to be depleted. Now you guys are like, I'm controlling where my thoughts go. I'm not going to let people exhaust me like that, like drain my energy. You're like, whoa, my energy almost felt drained. It almost felt depleted. I'm like, like, especially the love inside of you. You could have felt like the love in you was depleted, like, and now that love energy might be coming back in the forms of like simple things in life here. Again, Divine, please tell me more. We got intuition coming out here, song, heart song, telepathy, and intuition in reverse, under silence in reverse, So maybe somebody does want to connect with you telepathically. They're not able to connect with you telepathically. Some of you guys are reusing your intuition again. It's coming back here. But I feel like somebody, like they no longer could feel that heart song from you. They could just see you guys out in the world doing better, looking healed. It's like it's no strings to pull, but it's somebody feeling like they might not have used their empathy. They didn't use their heart care. When it came to dealing with you, they didn't use their intuition. And now it's forcing them to realize, what did they use? A lot of them used their ego. Like, it was about like, yeah, shallow, empty, and boredom coming out here. They were bored, they were shallow, they were just trying to get a reaction out of you, just doing it just to bother people. And it might have not felt like much to them then, but it's hitting them hard now that you guys are coming into your happy self, now that you guys are sitting back on your throne. Like, you guys could feel like ooh, you're back on your throne, you're back on royalty. You know what to focus on in life right now. It's getting money. This is your energy. It's like, okay, I gotta get money, gotta get this, gotta get that, gotta get paid, gotta take care of yourself. You're like, some of you guys is money and getting beautiful. Other you guys is money and health, or, whatever you got to focus on in life. It doesn't have to be money. A lot of you guys are finding, what you need to focus on, and it's not that person. You're anchoring yourself to life again. We got rejection coming out here. Somebody could feel sorrow for your rejection right now. Abandoned, dismissed, irrational fear coming out here, or you guys could have been through sorrow from being rejected. We got loyalty coming out here underneath fantasy and chasing. We got trusting, reliable, believing. A lot of you guys are going to develop more loyal people along your path unexpectedly, because the loyalty card keeps coming out here. Somebody might, develop a good friendship that becomes a best friendship. We got releasing coming out here in reverse. Somebody's having trouble releasing you. They're having trouble to not think about you, especially intimately, because we got lusting, thinking, and releasing in reverse. It's like somebody really can't, you know, they haven't let you go. They haven't moved on yet. They still have you as a person in their head. They still wonder about you. And, I feel like this person, some of you guys, these are loyal people coming into your life who aren't going to release you, who might want you in that way. Yeah, I knew it. All right. I felt soulmate energy. I'm like, wait, this isn't all bad energy here. Some of you guys got soulmates that aren't going to release you. You have soulmates who are going to remain loyal to you or want some sort of loyal commitment. I feel like love is about to be back on the table again, as well as like fantasy. You might be surprised. You guys might be attracting in a lot of people. We got distracted and sidetracked coming out here. Yeah, maybe some of you guys, you causing somebody a distraction, you making them, think about the future with you. They're not focusing on themselves. Mistakes in reverse coming out here. Yeah, I feel like a lot of the mistakes you've made is reversing, or somebody wishes that they could reverse the mistakes they made with you. But that's it, you guys. I hope you have a good day, night, evening, whenever you're catching this reading. Goodbye.